Hello everyone, welcome to this new video, and today is the start of this new series called From the Beginning, where we will try to explain to new players or even not new players basic stuff about Quake. So maybe if you're still lacking some aspects of the game, this is probably the right time for you to pick it up properly. So the first episode of this series is the most basic thing you can do, which is, you can learn, which is like the most important thing at the end of the day, which is the movement. So how to move around the map and how to get faster, because that's really important in a game like Quake, for example. So first thing we're gonna do today, you all have Quake Champions, you can download it for free on Bethesda Launcher or Steam. And first thing to do is, this is your main profile, so this is the main menu you're gonna find when you when you join the game, right? So first thing to do, if you are a complete beginner, this is settings, right? Up there. You click there and you go over there, okay? So on this page, you will see enable speedometer and enable direction ins, okay? So you click on them and you save, right? Perfect. Then we go back to the main menu, and you can do it also yourself. You can go on play, you go on custom game, you put whatever you want, that much, and you put 30 minutes and score limit 100, okay, without any other like bots or anything, just yourself. You pick the best server for you and you start the game, alright? So what are we gonna do right now? So since you are alone, you can just walk around the map, and this is also a good thing to do if you want to learn maps, because in every map the position of the weapons, for example, is the same as you will find them in the real servers with other players, so you can understand better where things are around the map, right? Okay. So I'm gonna pick up Ranger, just cause Ranger has normal strafe jump speed. The strafe jump basically is the movement type on Quake. In games like CS you have the bunny hop. In Quake it's the strafe jump, alright? It's not only the only one you're gonna find, but it's the most important one, the most basic one basically. Alright, so since this champion I have, Visor, has already a strafe jump boost, like he's faster, I'm gonna pick up Ranger instead, which is the champion you all have as standard, right? Perfect. So what did we do? By enabling the speedometer, you see this green number at the center of the screen is my speed, okay? This is my speed right now when I'm walking. And you see when I'm pressing forward, you see this little arrow up. This means I'm going that direction. And this is mean I'm going on the right, this means I'm going on the left, and this means I'm going background, alright? And this little circle with double arrow means that I'm jumping, alright? It's really hard to see it, but yeah, it's up there. Just look at your crosshair and you will find all your info. Perfect. So, usually for new people, really beginners tends to just walk, alright? Because that's what you do in other games. But in Quake you don't have a run. Like in games like Battle Royales, for example, you have your standard speed, which is this. And then you have like the speed where you run, okay? But in Quake it doesn't work like that. In Quake you have to jump and get faster, alright? So how to do it? It's not that hard, but it takes some time to practice, okay? So the first thing to do is you go on this map, which is I think the best to learn. You go on this side of the map. This is called bridge, right? And what you need to do is starting to walk and then jumping, because this will be your first movement if you're not familiar with the game. And you will see that my basic speed is 310, so everything above that, it's already good. It's already faster, okay? So you will see when I'm jumping, you see when I'm jumping, I'm getting some momentum, right? Okay? But this is still really slow, so I'm just gonna teach you how to do this first. So, anytime you jump, you're gaining speed. So in order to gain more speed, you need to press your forward and left or right buttons on the keyboard. So WESD, alright? So right now I'm just pressing forward, then I'm jumping, and then I'm pressing left. You already saw that I gained some speed, right? Okay. So how do we get really lot of speed? So the mouse movement, so when you're strafing, when you're jumping, you turn your mouse to the left. And when you're strafing again, the other jump, you turn your mouse to the right. So left, you will see you're gaining speed. So you jump, you press W and A. You do that and you turn your mouse to the left. You see you're gaining speed, right? Okay. So now it's just, you need to do a combo basically. You need to do left, right, left, right. So you hold W, but you switch from A to D, okay? So A, then D, then A, then D, alright? You see how faster you got? Okay. Let's do it again. So you start like this, you jump, A, D, A, D, A, D. So yeah, it's really simple because you're always holding the forward button, which is W. You are just, when you're going to the left, you go left with the mouse a little bit, and then right, okay? So left with the mouse, right to the mouse, okay? Perfect. So left with the mouse, right, left, and so on. That's basically it. You can also like, you can also do stuff like only moving with the right button. You can do that, but you're gonna get not a lot of speed because you're going only one direction, okay? So the best thing to do is moving your mouse like 45 degrees, even less than that, like 30 degrees to the left and then to the right. You will see how you're gaining speed. So we went from a speed of 310, which is the minimum. You can get up to like 800 on this map, for example. Look. 860. So that's just strafe jump itself, alright? Let's do it one last time. So, remember, you need to jump. So with the jump, you can hold the jump button and you will jump automatically, basically. But I suggest you, well, if you're new, I suggest you to just hold jump. But if you're a bit already more advanced, I suggest you to jump every time, okay? So you have more control on what you are doing. So we press forward, okay? We jump and we press A, and this is the first jump, okay? This is the first one. So jump, W, A, and mouse to the left. And then we do the same as before. We just press D and mouse to the right, and then A and mouse to the left. So we jump, A, D, A, D, and that's it. It's not that hard actually. It just takes some time because usually people do that, like they don't turn the mouse too much and they just do like this, you know, a little bit. So you just need to follow the things on your screen. If you manage to do the same as me, even 700 is already a good speed to start with. So why you're asking, why is it so important to be that fast? Like, what's the point? If you're playing, for example, and there is protection or quad or whatever, look at the time difference between when you reach that by walking. Yeah, let's start with the timer, okay? You're there. So we have a 10 seconds. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 seconds to get from there to there. So now watch with the strafe jump. We're gonna start at 0. You ready? 1, 2. I was almost already there by 3 seconds. So that's half the speed. That's half the time you're investing yourself in to get to this position. So why is it so important? Because in maps, in a game like Quake, having position and being faster than your enemy is already a big part of the gameplay. Alright? So that's it. This is called strafe jump movement, and this is the first movement you need to learn. And champions with this movement are, for example, Nyx, Ranger, Visor, Galena, BJ, Doom, Stroke, not Stroke, sorry. BJ, Doom, DK, Heisen. Also with this you can strafe, also kill. And you can strafe with almost every champ, but some champions have different movement in this game. So the one you just saw, it's called strafe jump, alright? So, yeah. Let's go into the next one now. So the next one we're gonna talk about, it's called sliding or crouch sliding, alright? Which was the movement that was the main in Quake 4. It's not really the same, but it's kind of similar, alright? So, in order to bind your crouch slide button, you go into menu by pressing ESC, settings, controls, and there you bind. So I have it on Z or mouse button 5, which is my lateral mouse button. Okay, perfect. So, as I already showed you, you can strafe jump also with slash, for example. Look, you can do it easily. You see? I'm strafe jumping with slash. But notice how this champion, for example, has a speed cap. I cannot go over 800. Okay? So, now we're gonna talk about the crouch sliding. So crouch sliding can be a bit tricky to learn at first. So I suggest you to first learn how to strafe jump properly. That's the most important thing. Alright, so how does it work? So the sliding works basically on a jump. So every time you jump and you press the crouch, which you will see, it's this little arrow down on the inside the circle. Okay, so every time you jump and you press slide, which is mouse button 4 for me, you are sliding. You see? So what am I doing basically? I'm jumping, I'm pressing crouch sliding, so I'm jumping, then so I'm basically doing arrow up there and then arrow down when I'm landing on the surface. Okay? So and now do you move? It's simple. You can press only the lateral buttons, or you can move forward and do like the strafe jump. But instead of jumping all the time like you were used to, you just need to do it at the start, okay? Alright? It's the same basically. You're always moving your mouse and you're always pressing W and E or D basically. Okay? So, let's do it more slowly. So, we are up there, right? We jump, okay? Then, as soon as we hit the surface, we press crouch. When you're crouch, you know, this is crouch. And then we press W and A, okay? 1, 2, 3. You see? Even with only like this, you're still sliding only if you press W. Of course, you're not gaining speed because you need to do a bit of zigzag. But you can do it just to test yourself. Jump, crouch, W. You're sliding already. Okay? So, in order to do it faster, you press jump, then crouch, then W and A. And you move the mouse. Just look at the direction ins. Okay? So, we can go from there, for example, to the rocket. Okay, so another thing to understand about sliding, it doesn't last forever, so it has a time. So if I jump from here to here, my sliding lasts about 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds, okay? So by the time I'm there and I jump and I slide, I can get there maximum with this slide. So where is the part about slash? You need to repeat the jump, okay? That's it. You jump first time, you come here, then you jump again. And you do it again, okay? Then you jump again. And then you jump, and then you jump, and you gain some momentum. You jump, you jump, you jump, you jump again, you jump. What am I doing? I'm basically just moving always with forward and A. All I'm doing is pressing jump and pressing crouch when I land, like we did before. I'm not doing anything else. Look, jump, crouch, jump, crouch. Okay? Jump, crouch, jump, crouch. And I'm always, my fingers are always on W and A. I'm not even moving them from the keyboard. You can see it on the direction ins. Look. Then I go to the right, and then I turn to the left, you know. Left. I jump and I crouch. Jump and I crouch. Again, again, again. Okay? So, another thing to learn about Slash and about this movement is that the higher you jump from a place, the more speed you're gonna get. So what I mean is, did we see that in this case, if you jump from here and you do this, you're gonna get there maximum, alright? So this is a really short distance, and you need to always jump, you know, you come here and you jump and again and again. But if you, for example, if you go from here to here and you crouch slide on the perfect moment when you land, look how much speed we're gonna get. I mean, look how far we're gonna get without only a single slide without jumping. Look. Sliding, sliding. Look, look, look. You see, I did all this movement without jumping, with jumping only one time. Only once. Let's do it again. Look. Slide. I got to the quad by going all the way there. But instead, look, if I jump from only this 8, sorry, my English. This is how fast I can go, how far I can go. You see? It's a bit more shorter. I also slide pretty good there. So instead, if I jump from here, this is where I can go maximum. So the more higher you are, the more speed you're gonna get, basically.
Protection spawned.
That's how far I got, okay? So that's the difference, basically, from this to this to this, alright? That's really simple, you just need to understand how it works. Okay. I think we are done with sliding. It's not that difficult, it just needs some time. So, if you don't want to go with Slash, I suggest you to learn with Stroke first. So Stroke has also this movement, but its time to jump and etc. it's shorter. So you can gain not that much speed, you know. But it's still a sliding, you know. I'm doing the same as Slash, but look, for example, if I jump from here, that's where I stop. So it's almost half as Slash. But Stroke is a bit more slower, so you can learn a bit better, because you're not gonna hit the walls and get stuck in places, you know. Alright. Oh, and by the way, this thing about the 8 doesn't work with Stroke. Okay, so it's only a Slash thing. And yeah, that's it for this movement. So now we're gonna jump over to CPMA, okay? Which is like one of Quake 3 movements. It was a mod called Pro Mod. And you can do it with Anarchy and Sorlak. So let's start, okay? So, as I said again, you can strafe jump also with these champions. Look, I'm strafing. But look how slow I can get, because this champion has his speed capped. Just because this is not his movement, okay? So how does it work with the CPMA? Basically, let's go over there again. So, basically, you jump, but instead of strafe jumping, this is more like bunny hopping, okay? You jump and you press AD. You see? I'm only pressing A and jump, A jump, D jump, A jump, D jump, A, D, D. I'm only moving my mouse right now, look. not doing anything else. So instead of holding W, you just hold the directional buttons, the A and the D. Okay, so you can start from here, for example. You jump, you press W at the start, and then you just switch to A and D. Look, and I'm literally only moving my mouse right now. Moving to the left, moving to the right. I'm holding the space jump right now, and I'm just moving my mouse. Only moving my mouse. And then when I need to change direction, I'm just gonna change from D to A on the keyboard. A, D, because I need to go to the right. D, 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 D. Again D. Then A, because I need to go to the left, and my mouse goes left. Then D again. Then A. Then D, then A. You know? That's it. Okay? If you want to get even faster, you can do something like this. You just start with a little circle jump at the beginning. A circle jump is basically the start of this movement. And you just move. Right now I'm just moving my mouse. Look, I'm just moving my mouse right now. I mean, just my keyboard right now. Because as soon as you get to that speed... Look, I'm gonna go to the straight, so... Look, I'm just pressing keyboard space, and the speed is there. So all you need to do once you get to that speed is just changing a direction. So you go to the right, and left again, then right, then left, then right, then left, then right, right, left. You can do it even backwards when you get more advanced. Look, wait. And so on. That's it. And the same goes with Sorlag. So Sorlag, it's basically the same. The only difference is Sorlag has a 600 cap, instead Anarchy has 625, okay? But it's the same exact thing. Okay? Nothing changed. A. Only moving my mouse. Look, I'm only moving my mouse. I'm holding space and I'm holding W, A. Just try this exercise. You just move your mouse and you hold A and space bar. And you just do it again and again and again. Okay? You can do it also like... Yeah, I think that's the best part of the map where to learn it. Okay, A. You just go with the mouse. You can do it also the other way around. With only D, for example, I think. Wait. D spacebar. Look.
Quad spawned.
Only moving my mouse. Okay. That's pretty simple, right? Yeah. So, let's go to the other one. So, the other one, we're gonna talk about... we can go for clutch, maybe. Okay, so, clutch. So, clutch is a really unique champions. I think if you are some old schoolers, it reminds you a bit of Unreal Tournament. So, the movement there is called dashing. So what you do basically, you get from basic speed. So by the way, the basic speed with clutch upgrades itself by when you are walking. So you go from 350 to 400 to 450, and that's basically your basic speed. So every time you jump, you're gonna get, for example, 800 with this speed. Okay. So how to maintain this speed? Just by pressing W when you land. Because if you do that and you just get rid of W, you're gonna lose your speed, look. And then you need to rebuild it again. So what's the big deal? You just need to press jump. Okay, jump. And then you need to press only W. But instead of pressing it once, you need to press it twice. So space, W twice, okay? So you are walking, space, W. Space, W, twice, of course. Space, W. Space, W. Okay? Then once you have this speed, you can just jump. You don't need to press it again. For example, jump only. Okay? If you want to go from here, jump, W. Jump, W. You can do it also on the side. So jump A, jump D, jump A, and you know, jump S, of course. And you jump A, jump D, you know, always like this. Or you can do also something like this. If you don't want to wait to get momentum like this, you know, you need to do it, wait a bit. You can just do this. Look, you jump first, then you strafe jump a bit, and then if you hold the W, you're gonna get the same speed again. So you can get 800 just by the strafe jump. So you start with 350, you dash, and then you strafe a bit, and you are to 800. And of course it's gonna reset, just because you didn't build it yourself, okay? But it can be a little trick if you want to get faster without waiting. So you want to get faster, you just do it with basic speed and then you strafe. So yeah. Okay. And that's clutch, basically. So jump, W, twice. And then you jump only. Okay. That's it. Very simple, right? Yeah. Really simple. So, the next one, we can talk about scale, but scale as just a really weird movement, I think, to learn. So basically scale as the same as clutch. So you start with this speed, right? But every time you're walking, it increases the basic speed up to 500. So this is your basic speed right now. Okay, so how do you do it? You're just standing still right now, okay? Look, you press only W and you move. Okay, perfect. Then by the time you get 500, you can just literally do anything you want. So you can turn around just by pressing W. You need to not get rid of W when you're doing this. You can do left, right with your mouse only. Look.
5-minute warning. Incoming protection.
Okay. Then you can also, of course, strafe. So you strafe, for example, you jump, then you hold W, and you have already decent speed, even when you're trying to stop yourself, you know. So you start like this, then you hold W, and you have 500. You know. You jump, you jump, you jump. I got rid of W and I lost my momentum, you see? And yeah. That's it basically with the SCALEBEARER movement. It's all about building momentum and speed with scale. That's it. Okay. So the other one is gonna be what did we? I think we are actually done. I'm gonna just give you a bit more, a few more things to understand. So, for example. Athena also moves with strafe jump, alright? Okay. But Athena has this thing that is called the passive ability, where if you press jump over a stair, you're gonna double jump, basically, okay? So every time you're on a stairs, you're gonna hit a really high point, like a double jump, okay? So, with, for example, Nyx, you always strafe jump, okay? But the thing with Nyx is that you can also wall jump, other than strafe jump. So you are strafing, but you can also go to the wall and do like this. You press jump while you are on the wall. Look, you press jump and jump again, jump and jump again, like jump and jump again, and you go higher. Okay, this is called wall jump. It only works with the walls. Oh, yeah, like this. You're strafing and then you go over the wall. like this. Like if you want to go to rail, you press jump now and you go jump and you're back. Jump, 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 jump. Easy. Jump, jump. Okay. With Doom, for example, Doom also strafe jumps, but the thing about Doom is that, like Nyx, it can jump higher, but instead of grabbing to the walls, you can do it just by standing still. Press jump and jump again. Because Doom passive is called the double jump. Okay? So we jump, jump, jump. This is the basic strafe movement. Okay? And that's basically it. Other champions are really similar. Oh, one more thing to know about movement is when you are doing all this and you're moving around and you learn how to move, there is one thing that is really important to learn in my opinion, which is the wall clipping. What is the wall clipping? Okay, so the wall clipping, clipping basically is when you gain a really good speed and you are able to go through the angle of the wall. So it's like this wall doesn't exist anymore. But you cannot do in every wall. You need to gain a really good speed. So for example in this map I don't remember, like I just did it right now on this wall. So instead of getting stuck by the wall there, because my speed was good enough, I got through the wall right there. Okay, you see? I'm gonna put it on slow motion and you will see basically. Okay,
1 minute.
so it's basically just going through the wall with your movement. It's a bit more advanced, but you need to learn it. Okay, so this time I got stuck because my speed was not enough, for example. But this time I went through, okay? And you can do it all with every single angle in any wall. I did it again there, for example. Okay? Pretty standard, and yeah, it's not that difficult, it just requires some time, you know? And this map is probably not the best example, but just so you know that it's a thing, okay? Yeah, and that's basically it for the strafe jump, sliding, and so on. So I'm gonna end this there for the first video of the series. Give it a thumb up and subscribe to the channel, and also follow me on my socials if you want to know when my videos are going up on YouTube, okay? Remember to also follow me on Twitch, because I'm streaming almost daily, and to follow Quake and Quake Pro League, because we are playing the Pro League in Quake, and every Sunday from 4 PM there is the league going on. So I hope you enjoyed the content, and see you next time. If you have any questions down below, I will answer to every one of you. Bye bye.